Hello students, today we are going to see what is knowledge representation. So how to get the knowledge? First, let me understand data. Data means it's all raw data. Then when proceed on that data, it becomes information. Proceed on a data, it becomes information. We can simply say that proceed data is information. And when we collecting the information, then it becomes knowledge. And by using this knowledge, we can take a decision. So knowledge play a very important role to take the decision. So what is the knowledge representation in a AI? Knowledge that is stored in a system. Knowledge is what? It is stored in a system. It is related to the world or its environment, and it is stored in a system to prepare the system to deal with the world and solve the complex problem in a better way. Means what? Knowledge is stored in a system. And by using this knowledge, the system can take or it deals with the world problem. It deals with the world problem and it is solve the complex problems in a better way. Means it is simply take the decision. It handles the situation. It is totally based on the stored knowledge in that system. Next, what is ontological engine? If there is a no knowledge in the system or there is a no knowledge in a machine, means what? This machine is like an empty box. This machine is like an empty box, means no knowledge in that. So unless it is encoded with some features of information, therefore make it a valuable machine, it is required to put a necessary knowledge in it. To make this machine as a valuable machine, we need to put some knowledge into it. It could understand it, it is able to take the right decision. There are three factors which are put into the machine which makes it valuable. First thing is knowledge. The information related to the environment is stored in a machine is known as knowledge. The information related to environment, the information related to your data, information related to all surrounding is stored in a machine is known as knowledge. Next, reasoning. Machine has the reasoning. Means reasoning is what? It is the ability to the machine to understand that stored knowledge. Means what is the knowledge is. Which type of information is stored in that system. Means it is the ability to the machine to understand the stored knowledge is called as reasoning. And next is intelligence. The ability of a machine to make a decision on the basis of stored information. What is intelligence? It is the ability of a machine to make a decision on the basis of their stored knowledge is known as the intelligence. Now some properties of a knowledge representation system. First property is a representational adequacy. It is the ability of the system to represent all kind of knowledges needed to a specific domain. Representation adequacy. It is the ability of the system to represent all kind of knowledges needed to the specific domain. Next, inferential adequacy. It is the ability or it is of a knowledge representation system to manipulate the current stored knowledge so that newly gained knowledge could be added. It is manage the current stored knowledge. Inferential adequacy means it manages the current stored knowledge. Next, inferential efficiency. It is the ability of the system to directly add the new knowledge in the system. It is the ability of the system to directly add the new knowledge in a system with a efficiency. That is the inferential efficiency. Next is acquisitional efficiency. It is the ability of the system to automatically acquire the new knowledge from the environment. and this leads the system to give the more productive result as more knowledge adds up with the current knowledge. Means more and more knowledge, more and more new knowledge gets added to the system and system gets updated. Systems add this new knowledge into the current knowledge and it becomes more productive. This is called as the acquisitional efficiency. So which are the techniques used for knowledge representation? Propositional logic, first order logic, rule based system, semantic networks, frames and script. All are the techniques used for the knowledge representation. We will see one by one. What is the logic? It is a basic method to represent the knowledge of the machine. The term logic means apply the intelligence over the stored knowledge. Very simple is that apply the intelligence over the stored knowledge is known as logic. Apply intelligence over the stored knowledge in a machine is known as logic. Logic can further be classified as a different categories. First is the propositional logic, first order logic. Propositional logic means what? This is the technique used, is also known as the propositional calculus or statement logic or a sentential logic. It is used for representing the knowledge about what is true and what is false. Means it is proposition. Proposition is based either the statement is true or false. Either it is true or false. So this is called as the propositional logic. What is true and what is false. Next, first order logic. It is also known as predicate logic or first order logic. First order logic is known as the predicate logic. First order predicate calculus, FOPL, first order predicate calculus. This technique is used to represent the object in the form of predicate or quantifier. It is known, means object is represented as a predicate or quantifier. It is a different from the propositional logic as it removes the complexity of the sentences represented by it. In short, FOPL is an advanced version of the propositional logic, because in a propositional logic the statement is either true or false, but maybe there is a condition statement is intermediate in between, means either it is true or it is in a false position. Okay, so in that case first order logic is used. Next one is the rule based system. This is the most commonly used technique in artificial intelligence. In a rule based system means what? We impose the rules over the propositional logic and first order logic. Propositional logic and first order logic means we apply some rules in propositional logic and first order logic to overcome the drawbacks of this propositional and first order logic. Okay, let's discuss. Means we apply the rule like if else, if then else, while loop and all. Okay, for example, if there are two variables, let me discuss here. If we are two variable a and b and the values of both the variable a and b is true, so consequently the result of both should also be true and vice versa. So it is represented as if the value of a and b is true, then the result will be true. So such a technique makes the propositional as well as first order logic bounded in a rule. Means here we have bounded it on the rule. If it is first a is true and b is true, then your result will be also true. So here is a rule. Means we apply the rules over the first order logic and propositional logic. This is called as the rule based system. Next is the semantic network. The technique based on storing the knowledge into a system in the form of graphs. It is in the form of graph. Node of the graph is represented the object which exists in the real world, and arrow represented the relationship between these objects. Such a technique shows the connectivity between the one object with the another object. This is called as the semantic network. Semantic network is there. Network means what? One node gets connected to the another node. Okay. So all the knowledge in the system is represented in the form of graph one object is represented as a node, and this object is connected with the another object. So in a semantic network, it shows the connectivity between the one object with the another object. Here in this diagram, you can see that Ram has a cycle, Ram is a boy. Cycle has a bell, Ram has 12 years old, cycle has 2 pedals. Representing the above information in the form of graph is look like that. This is the Ram. Ram has a relationship, has a cycle. Ram has a cycle. A cycle has a bell. As you can see here, cycle has a bell. So has a bell. Cycle has 2 pedals. Has 2 pedals. Okay. And Ram is a boy. Ram is a boy. Ram is 12 years old. Ram is 12 years old. Means what? This information is represented in the form of graph. Okay. This is called as a semantic. So it is enough for the today's session. We will discuss remaining points in the next session.